think the whole First Coast is great.
Right. Won't argue with that at all. You know, some folks from South Florida come up here now because we have 4 seasons, and I think today's a great example.
It is a very good example.
It felt polar, but the skies are clear. Tomorrow the sun will shine. Maybe not a bad day for golf. Maybe the roughest places right now where we had those big rains. So let's talk about that. We do not have major flooding going on. We don't have any rain going on, but the rains we had have caused some minor flooding. We're talking about the St. Mary's along Baker counties and Nassau County, and then also Santa Fe, Union, and Alachua, and then as we talked about last night, Deep Creek in St. Johns County. Now we're just talking about minor lowland flooding. However, because it does look like over the next 2 to 4 weeks, we could have some other pretty significant rainmakers. Those will be areas we'll be watching, but not for tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies after, again, that polar start. Some patchy frost inland, 32 to 40. We'll have an afternoon high of about 60. Not as cold tomorrow, so wind not as much of a factor. And the reason I'm saying mostly sunny as opposed to just perfectly clear is because as the day goes on, that northeast wind will begin to bring in at least some coastal clouds. Speaking of the coast, small craft flags will be dropped tomorrow, but still pretty windy, pretty bumpy out there. The winds will only gradually drop as high pressure heads to the east. But notice as it heads to the east, the winds become northeasterly. We're already seeing clouds come ashore from Jupiter on up to Sebastian Inlet, and eventually some of those clouds will make it to Flagler and St. Augustine by about mid to late morning, then gradually spreading northward. Again, I'm just talking about a few clouds, but it is a sign of increasing moisture. That moisture will increase further as a front to the northwest of us heads our way. However, this front will weaken, so I'm only looking for isolated showers on Friday. The next most significant precipitation making event, I think, is going to be over the weekend. So again, we're still days out, but like last week, we're focusing more on Sunday being the wet weather day. Now, I think at the present time, it looks like that'll be later Sunday versus early Sunday. Saturday would be the dry day. Windy, though, winds out of the northeast at about 20. Oh, and by the way, of course, Friday is Groundhog Day. Now, they'll be watching the groundhog up in Atlanta and up in Punxsutawney. We really tend to like to watch Pelican Pam and Pelican Paul. They'll be dealing with a northwest breeze. And notice what happens also after tomorrow morning. Temperatures moderate. In fact, we'll have afternoon highs of about 70 both Thursday and Friday afternoon. But also notice that after tomorrow morning's chill and after the lunar eclipse sets to the west, we're going to have a cold front come through into Saturday, another cold front come through Monday, but nothing in the way of a hard freeze. In fact, the next 2 cold fronts probably not even providing a visit from Jack Frost.